Hi, everybody. I am Toyinda LaShea, and I'm so excited to share with you 4 services that I provide. The first service is the International Champion Influence Coach Certification Program, where we certify professionals so that they can strategically help others and enter the coaching industry with confidently. The second service is the Champion Influence Coaching and Leadership Curriculum. This is a curriculum that allows individuals to grow and expand their leadership skills. The third service that we provide is the Champion Influence Create Champion Conversations public speaking course. It's a 5-week online public speaking course that helps individuals to become confident and engaging public speakers. And the last service that we provide is the Coaching Seat Continuing Education Platform Membership. This is a membership site that allows fresh and new coaches to strengthen their coaching posture and walk in confidence in the coaching industry. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom citizens can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. Now, this is accomplished through extracting distractions, limiting beliefs, and interferences. I am Toyinda LaShea, a prophetess, a best-selling author, business consultant, master coach, public speaker mentor, and a threat to hell's kingdom. I'm so excited because we have back in the studio Coach Sonyetta Cooper, and she hails from Florence, South Carolina. Coach Cooper was a part of the very first Champion Influence Coaching Certification Program. She's a preacher. Listen, she will preach heaven down. She's a mentor, a motivational speaker, and an advocate. She's also the owner of the Jazzy Boutique. She is the CEO at Cooper's Coaching and Consulting, CCC, and she serves as the CEO of Girls of the PD. And that's a nonprofit organization that seeks to educate, empower, and excite women and girls to become future leaders in the PD community. Coach Cooper, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
In our last broadcast, we were talking about just men stepping into the role of being a mentor, an advocate, a leader for our young boys. What's the importance of that?
It's very important for young men to see what it looks like for where they're going. You know, it is amazing how many men we see in leadership positions, but there's not a lot of programs for young men.
Okay.
There used to be many more mentoring programs. There are a few it's in the PD area I can speak on, but there should be so many more because boys outweigh girls in a lot of instances when we think about it. In some places now, like church, we have more girls than boys, of course. But how much greater would it be if we had men that were there for our young boys to be able to gravitate to? If they're always home with mom, they're always with grandma, what a difference it would make if they could be around strong men and they could learn from them.
Yeah, and we're mostly talking about like the single mother who are in a position to raise the boys,
right?
And how we want more men that kind of come in. And I'm in that position. I'm a single mother with 2 little people who are growing up and to be adults. My daughter is 18 now, so she's graduating this year. And then my son he'll be 17 soon. And he will be graduating the next year. But sometimes I beat myself up a little bit. I have what I learned from Coach Maddie Lisa. She said it's called mother's guilt. So when I travel and I leave the children at home, I have to make sure everything is straight. Make sure it's overwhelming to even travel as a single mother because I'm so concerned about what's happening at home. Is the babysitter in place? It's just that kind of thing. But you talked about programming. And I understand that you have a program called MAD.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the program, and then let's break down some of the benefits of it.
So let's think about getting mad.
Okay.
And when we get mad, some of us, it's not a pretty sight. And there's a difference between being mad and being offended.
Mm. Oh, that's good. That's good.
So if I deal with my anger and I take personal responsibility, then I'm going to deal with what part I played in it, and then I'm going to change it. Because I say to myself, I don't want to be at this place ever again. What do I need to do to change it?
Yeah.
And so that's where MAD comes in at.
Okay, so MAD, it's an acronym. What does the M, the A, and the D stand for?
We're going to motivate.
Okay.
We're going to activate.
Activate.
And then we're going to dominate.
Dominate. Okay, you're talking my language.
Okay.
So maybe talk a little bit about some of the programs or the activities that you help the youth to do, the young boys and the young men and boys through this program. Like, how do you motivate, or how do you teach them to be motivated? Or tell me a little bit about that.
So in order to be motivated, you have to understand why. You know, why did I wake up this morning? You know, why did I even show up to this class? You know, was somebody making me come here? You know, why am I alive? There's a lot of us that have lost family members and friends over the course of this pandemic. And so we've got to ask ourselves, why have God spared me? Yeah. And so when we realize what our why is, why do I still have an opportunity when I lost this person? Why am I still here? So you've got to understand your why. Why did you even get up?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's motivating. When you understand what your why is, then you're going to say, this is the reason why. Yeah. Now I've got to get myself together, because I have a purpose. Right. You got to understand that you've got a purpose in order to be motivated.
Right. And I love that. I have a saying that says, once you understand your why, the pressure and the pursuit becomes worth it. So that's true in the spiritual realm. It's true in business. It was true for me as an athlete, and it's true for me personally. I understand why the Lord has kept me here thus far. So I love that. Okay, so let's move to the A, the activate.
Okay, so in order to activate, you've got to understand that you need to have something that you're going towards. Yes. Once you have your why, then you've got to have your vision.
I love this.
We put together, whether we have a vision activity or I help them to make a vision board, but they've got to see it. You've got to see it, and then first you've got to speak it. Okay. Speak it before you see it. It's, you know, having that faith, that substance of things that we hope for, but we don't see it yet. And the evidence is that I already believe that I have it. The evidence of things that I don't even see yet. Yeah. So I try to help them to get activated by making a vision board so they can see what it is that they're looking for.
Absolutely. Because when we can see a thing, no matter how far off it is, we will still walk towards it. Even if a barrier comes up, even if a boundary comes up, we're going to figure out how to go around it, because we know we got to get to that purpose and that point.
That motivation is going to help that activation.
I love it. Okay, so motivation, then we have activation, and now we have dominate or domination. Okay, this is my favorite. Now talk to me about that.
You cannot dominate anything if you don't believe that you can. Let's make leaders. You know, leaders aren't just born. You know, people tell you, leaders are born. No, leadership sometimes has to be taught. Yes. Or we have to pull it out. Come on. We have to cultivate it. Come on. So it could be down on the inside of them, but nobody ever tried to pull it out. Right. So to dominate, we go through exercises of what ifs. Yeah. If you were the CEO of this company, what type of decisions would you make to this?
I love that.
We have skills building where I have them to draw up a plan and a template for a business. And they work with others that they didn't come into the room with. Wow. And when you have to work with someone that you don't know their personality, you don't know anything about them, but you've got a goal. And I say that and I'm the bank. Whoever makes their their business plan and I accept it, you're going to get this amount of money to start your business.
I love that.
So we use monopoly money, but it's still the vision, the idea. If we're not helping our kids to see these things, causing our youth to step outside of their comfort zone, exposing them to things that are not happening in their hood. We've got to, we can rep our hood, but I rep motherhood. I rep sisterhood.
Will you preach?
And brotherhood. we can rep our hoods, but let's build and make them a place that's worth being a part of. And we can't do that if we're not raising our next generation of leaders.
Wow. See, I love this. It's my lane. It brings me joy. So I want to sow a seed into that particular, when you do that activity. So not only monopoly money, but you are going to get this particular pot of money to start your business as a young person. So I want to sow into that. I'm going to do some personally, and then I'll pull from a couple of my businesses.
Praise God.
To do. I want to do that. So that just blessed me completely. How can you assist faith-based organizations?
If you have something that you would like to have a person come in to work with women or with girls, I can do the curriculum that I teach. They don't have to be said that they're faith-based, but we can make them based upon faith, because it all goes back to what it is that we need. So if they would like for me to come in and do any type of teaching or speaking engagements, I am definitely available under, God's direction. Whatever it is that I've said that the ministry feels like that they can use. Listen, I'm just a vessel, and I just want to be used by God.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready to wrap up. Look in the camera and just share some of the things that you have going on.
Well, I would like to make my first announcement here that I'm working on my first book.
Yes. Oh, Coach, I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
So I am very excited about it. I've put it off for long enough. And so God says it's time. And so I will be also having virtual events for women and girls, the mother-daughter circle or the girls circle. If you so desire to set up something for your youth, for your girls, where it's for girls 8 to 18, and it's science-based curriculum, proven, and it helps girls in our mothers and daughters to help with their communication skills. And then also, we're just putting together vision board parties. We have paint parties, paint and praise virtually. And so whatever it is that we can do to motivate people, that's exactly what we're doing.
I love it. How can people reach out to you?
I am on Facebook. My name is Sonyetta Cooper on Facebook, as well as my boutique page is called The Jazzy Boutique. Boutique is spelled Bouteek. I'm also on Instagram under, and also Facebook, Cooper's Coaching and Consulting. My website is being launched.
Yes.
It is cooperscoachingandconsulting.org. And as well as we're on Facebook and Instagram under the same names.
Awesome. I love it. Listen, please reach out to Coach Cooper. Now, I want you to give us some last thoughts for anybody that's watching, and just kind of look in that camera and give us those thoughts.
Last thoughts. It is 2021. You made it through 2020. You won. 2021, stop, drop, roll. Let's get it going.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Coach Cooper. You have been watching the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea.